Merchandising. Go to teespring.com and make sure you get you a good t-shirt. It's where the real money's made on YouTube, not on the AdSense or all the Patreons. We need you to go and buy a shirt. That way we're no longer poor.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here are the goods. After 3 weeks.
Something like that. I don't think it was that bad.
It's not that.
I don't think it was that bad.
I'm kidding. Hey, let's get right into it. Now, obviously, pandemic's going on. Movie theaters are struggling.
Right.
No content really, because it's the same number. It's the same top 5.
Let's hear that list again.
Let's hear it. Let me guess. Tenet, number 1.
Yeah.
The number 1 movie in the world.
The number 1 movie in the world, because the world isn't watching movies.
Exactly. 3.4 million for a worldwide gross of 283 million, but it needs 400 million more or less to make a profit off of the marketing.
Yeah.
Which begs to ask the question as far as why would you need so much marketing if, nothing, you can't advertise that, you know what I mean? You can't really
because they were trying to do a big push to get people to go out and see it. And so they had to keep throwing out trailers and keep buying ad spots to get people to come out and come see it. And people were like, nah, I'm not going to go see it.
New Mutants, 1.1 million, 35 million worldwide.
I wonder how much, Fox didn't spend a lot of money, obviously you can tell, they didn't spend a lot of money on this film. But I wonder how much is their break-even point, but they did do reshoots and, Disney did a bunch of stuff with it, so they probably need a lot.
Probably.
They probably need a lot.
Unhinged, still in the top 5.
I still want to see this film. I have not seen
1
it,
million,
so I am part
26?
of the problem why this movie's not making any money, because keep talking about it, I ain't seen it yet.
26 million worldwide. A newcomer, BTS. Break
the scenes?
Break the Silence, or whatever, the K-pop group.
Oh yeah, what was it, like a
concert movie or movie concert?
Okay, like the Justin Bieber.
$1 million.
They got a huge fan following.
Big time.
So wait, hold up, wait. The K-poppers came out to the movie theaters to go see this, but you couldn't go out and support Tenet? What is this? What is this?
And rounding out the top 5, movie came out in 1980. So for the 40th anniversary, Empire Strikes Back is the number 5 movie in the country with $908,000.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
I wonder if there was a record of how long a movie had been in the top 5. Do they count these weeks towards it?
It should. I would say so. I know it's counting the grosses towards its gross.
I mean, because it's still making money from the movie theaters.
Yeah.
But would they count the number of weeks it was in the top 5 for a re-release?
It should, but I know they won't. But it should.
What Tenet could do is they could Avengers this thing, and then like when people start
re-release
it with like some added extra scene into it.
Okay.
And then that way maybe get people to actually come out and go see it who may have already bought it on demand, and then that way they can experience it in the theater. I'm trying to save Tenet. Tenet, you need to make some money.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to save John David Washington. He did so freaking good in it.
Oh man, okay.
You gotta help Ricky Jared, man. All right, so
I keep forgetting he's Denzel's son.
Yeah. Okay, so you got movies like Tenet that have already done its theatrical release. It struggled. Mm-hmm. It has struggled. This was supposed to be the movie that brought them all back.
Yep.
And it's struggling to do so because of the pandemic and the fact that large markets in LA and New York have yet to open.
They haven't opened. That's big money right there.
Right. Man. So it is struggling. Okay. I think now it is time for that to premiere online. That to premiere on streaming.
They haven't put it on streaming yet?
No, it has not. It's just strictly
already
theatrical.
Out by now.
So
what are y'all doing? Y'all expecting like just to not see Tenet? What are y'all doing?
I think Warner Brothers should now start streaming it maybe on HBO Max or whatever the case may be.
And that might be what they do.
They need to start doing it now. Going back on the same thing in reverse though, and we talked about it during prep, is Disney has already made its money from Mulan. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about almost $300 million in Mulan for Mulan.
And they didn't have to split that with nobody. That's all their money.
That's all their money, right? And when you have the Disney Plus, that self-advertisement really, so the marketing on it it cannot be that much really.
Right.
So more than likely, from the way it looks, they've made some money. They've made a profit off Mulan. Mm-hmm. Now that they have done that, now it's their turn, I think, to put that theatrically, release it theatrically. and give people a chance to experience it on the big screen. People have had their chance to experience Tenet. If they want to take Tenet off and put it on streaming, great. If they want to do simultaneous theatrical release plus streaming, perfect. But I think it's time for Mulan to start coming out on screen. Now, granted, it's not going to make a lot of money. No, it is not. But there are a lot of theaters that have already implemented the safety precautions and all that stuff needed to make people comfortable so they can come out and enjoy some bit of freaking normalcy and watching a show. A title like Mulan can help that as well, since it's already made its money. What do you think?
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Probably not, but do you agree?
No, I mean, I agree, but then I disagree. Because if they're getting 100% profit from just being on their streaming channel or on a streaming service, to now go ahead and put it in the theater, which means say, hey, I'm gonna put it out there, but I'm gonna take a third of what I'm getting. Well, I'm getting 100% this way. So why would I do that at this point?
But you're actually getting the 100% from streaming because it's simultaneously.
I think that what they'll probably end up doing is just releasing it streaming everywhere, as opposed to making people do the membership to Disney Plus. That's probably more along the lines of what they'll end up doing. So that way, because probably people who wanted to see the film and were willing to go ahead and watch it streaming, but didn't want to pay the $8 or $7.99.
$30.
No.
Oh, for Disney Plus.
Just for the Disney Plus.
But it was a Disney Plus price plus
the $30. It's like nobody wanted to do that. But if you go ahead and if they lower the price down to maybe like $15 and then put it on video on demand everywhere, they make a lot more money doing that too, as opposed to putting it in the theater. Disney doesn't want to put anything in the theater. They're basically blaming everything on New Mutants. Do you see what happened to New Mutants? We ain't doing that.
But they really
I know, but they're using that as their excuse.
They didn't do much with it. That was a Fox property.
They're using that as an
inherited
excuse. We're not putting anything in the theater.
You know,
it's like, until there is a vaccine, Trump, when you talk about it's going to be out here in November, late October, you're talking about like when that vaccine comes out, then they're like, and when New York and California, New York and Los Angeles opens back up, they'll think about it. But what they should really do is lower the price and put it on video on demand everywhere. Okay. Because not everybody gets Disney Plus.
So what's funny is that now you have you had the Batman now going in, tying in as far as how the pandemic is really affecting all of Hollywood. You have the Batman being affected when Robert Pattinson contracted the virus, and they had to halt production for 2 weeks.
You mean there was no bad COVID repellent spray?
No bad COVID spray.
Hold on, right in my belt.
Adam West had it.
Good.
So, it halted production. There was some extra measures taken for Jurassic World Dominion. Okay. And now you're starting to think about the budgets in film has always been a marketing thing. A lot of the budget is marketing and all that. But now you're going to have to start adding budget to the budget for safety precautions, because you're going to have to start...
But I thought the theaters were absorbing that.
No. I'm talking about in making the films.
Oh, in making the films.
In making the films, now I think budgets are going to have to start going higher just on safety precautions. So it's not just to pay the cast and crew. It's not just, marketing. It's not just catering or whatever.
We're cutting out catering. The craft services is done.
Yeah.
It's not COVID safe.
Bring your own sack lunch.
I can see that. One of the things I had heard was Tyler Perry owns his home movie lot.
Yes, he does.
So he can keep filming things because he can close his set. He can close off the whole movie lot, and they actually have real houses on his lot. So he can put his cast members quarantined while they're doing the movie. There was this whole thing about it. They were saying like, yeah, he could still go to like, hey, test for the next month or so. You guys live here. And these houses, they're
like the NBA,
the suburban house. Yeah, it's like he has a bubble to make films, and it doesn't bother him. I think they either spend money to create their own lots, and then
add to the lots,
or add to
you have like Pinewood Studios.
Yeah, where you could quarantine a certain section off, and then that way things can still get filmed. And then you're just gonna have to deal with the whining between the celebrities who want to go home or do other things, stuff like that. But like, hey, we need to get all your scenes filmed before we let you out of this quarantine, so that way we can get things going. We can do reshoots later. I think that's something that they might want to invest in, because I can't really, outside of them doing like UFC, like test you every damn day.
And then they have the island and
yeah, and the island
Dhabi.
is like, I can't really see them like, hey, hazmat suit here, spray it down here, you know, walk through this. I think maybe they would just do the Tyler Perry thing and just make bigger lots and quarantine lots off.
That is going to still add, though. You're still going to add to it, no matter
I mean, but
what.
it's a one-time expense, though.
Yeah. How that would factor in
And it covers all their movies.
True.
It's no filming in Georgia.
So I'm curious. This ain't over by no means. This is not over. So we'll
filming
see how
in
it
Georgia.
progresses.
Yeah, everybody, where's what country doesn't have a high COVID thing? You can go like New Zealand or something. Go build you a lot in New Zealand.
Yeah, we're filming everything.
All the Thors. Every movie's gonna take place in new what's the stupid land? new Asgard. There you go. In New Asgard. Everything's gonna take place in New Asgard. The next Spider-Man movie in New Asgard. Spider-Man goes to New Asgard.
Batman. New Asgard. Yeah, I know it's Marvel, but
I know it's Marvel.
All right. So we got we have all of this precautions and all this stuff going on with the films, and to add insult to injury, we're losing more titles, more tentpole titles in the year of 2020.
Oh, God bless. Nothing's coming out. Nothing coming out.
Black Widow has been delayed to May of 2021. Shang-Chi is going to be coming out July 2021.
Okay.
And The Eternals, which I believe was supposed to come out this year, is now November 2021.
Yeah, so they released their whole new slate of films.
So those films are now going to be next year. Okay? This is going to be probably the first year that we don't have any Marvel films,
right.
but we will have
the
shows. We'll have Marvel content. WandaVision is going to be coming out pretty soon. I think Loki is. I don't know if it's going to come out this year. Winter Soldier is.
Winter Soldier.
I think Loki's next year.
No, so they're going to do Mandalorian. They're going to do WandaVision, and then I think Winter Soldier is going to come out like spring next year.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
They said that WandaVision was going to premiere before Winter Soldier, so we'll see how that works. And now to add to that, Samuel L. Jackson will be returning as Nick Fury in the TV show Fury on the Disney Plus. What do you think?
Oh.
He's having his own show. And then
I mean, is it going to be like, because he's rumored to be like the whole end of Captain Marvel, and what we've seen of them in the WandaVision trailer, them showing S.W.O.R.D., is this just going to be like the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Agents of S.W.O.R.D., and that's Nick Fury's going to run this? I mean, I guess, but then we sat through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Why do I want to see that done again, but in space? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's basically Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in space.
Everybody's going to space.
I mean, it's like, is anything?
Is Toretto up there?
Yeah, I know, right?
I hear Harold and Kumar are going to be in space now.
That's going to be one of the episodes. They were like, all right, we got to stop this Fast and Furious spaceship.
I didn't know Dodge Chargers made spaceships. All right, so I'm with you on that. I don't want to see another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but what I'm curious about is whether or not it is going to be that type of show, or is it going to be more of a science fiction type of show where he's actually Nick Fury, the Skrull.
Okay.
Because, at the end of, oh my God, what was the movie that he's a Skrull at the end? Spider-Man, Far From Home. At the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, he's...
Oh, no, that's what I said, Captain Marvel. I meant Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, he's a Skrull. He's actually in space, and the Skrull's down on Earth. So, is it going to be Nick Fury that's out there in space? Or is it going to be, like you said, actual Nick Fury or the Skrull Nick Fury? Who knows?
Oh, they got so many things because the Marvel's done so much with Nick Fury and his character, because you could do the Skrull thing. You could do the life model decoy, which they actually talked about in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Nick Fury has done that quite a bit. And it's like Nick Fury dies. Even Doom has done it. Doom was probably the best one as far as like, oh, that wasn't me. That was just one of my clones. If they did that, then you would never believe any Jeopardy was in. You'd be like, it's not really him. It's a Skrull. It's a clone. It's whatever. Right.
So I like this. Okay, so Doctor Strange, and it's going to introduce the multiverses and all that other stuff. Technically, Endgame kind of.
Are they going to give us Hasselhoff as Nick Fury?
That's what I was saying. I was like, dude,
if
you're going to give me Hasselhoff as Nick Fury and have him come face to face with Samuel L. Jackson, that would be awesome.
But would it be his dad?
Well, they look alike.
No, wait. No, no, because there was a thing in Marvel. So like when they did like the Ultimate Universe in Marvel, they were talking about like the Samuel Jackson version of Nick Fury, because they really based him on Samuel Jackson. Like he was the son of the original Nick Fury. So they could use that and say like, oh, it's like my dad he's not old. He's not old enough to be his dad. But
they're both in their 70s.
yeah, and it's like he's not old enough to be his dad. But then black don't crack. So, but I would like to see David Hasselhoff make an appearance as Nick Fury. That would be cool because it would be a callback. Ah, God, it would be amazing.
That would be awesome. I think that would be cool, man.
That would be amazing. It's kind of like what they're talking about with all the Flash stuff.
So here we go.
Okay.
Flashpoint. It's coming out. We talked about this recently. We talked about how it is going to restart the DCEU entirely. Now it's going to be pretty much. You already know that Michael Keaton's coming out.
Right.
You already know Ben Affleck's going to come out.
Right.
Okay. It's gonna restart the DCEU, but it's not going to forget anything from the past. And then you got your dimensions and your different dimensions and multiverses and all that stuff within the DC universe. Mm-hmm. So now it is said that Val Kilmer, George Clooney,
we're gonna get all the Batman.
Chris O'Donnell,
Can he be the Robin that died?
Grant Gustin from Flash.
Okay.
TV show.
Well, they already did that because they did the crossover event and they brought back, they used Ezra.
And Nicolas Cage as Superman in the.
I heard that one.
He's going to be the Superman of Keaton's world.
Okay.
So, which begs to go back, like,
It's gonna be a big padded suit.
Would Ralph be the Superman in
like this?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean,
or not even this.
I mean, but it'd still be a different universe.
It'd
right?
be a different universe.
Yeah, it'd be a different universe.
Yeah. Okay. So here's where I'm kind of going back on this. Like, here's my only issue with this.
Though he said that when he did the crossover event for CW, that was him. That was his final farewell. That was his farewell to Superman.
To Superman.
Yeah.
My only issue is that technically, Val Kilmer and George Clooney is Michael Keaton.
Is the same Batman.
Yes. So you can't.
So you can't bring them back.
You can't bring them back because they are technically Michael Keaton.
Right.
So Michael Keaton, when you see him come face to face with Ben Affleck, he fought the Riddler. He fought Two-Face.
Right.
He fought Mr. Freeze. He had a Batman American Express card.
We don't really. we don't really start over. They just kept moving.
Yes,
It was just,
because it was the same Alfred through the entire same freaking
yeah, because they were
the
treating
same
it like
Commissioner Gordon.
they were treating it like Bond. They were treating it like they would just recast somebody in a row and just keep rolling.
Yes,
so
but
yeah,
the
you can't do
exact
that.
same cast.
Or maybe maybe they're just gonna split it up and say, hey, it's like these things were all the same except for when it this one event.
It would make no sense. It
Yeah.
would make no sense to bring Val Kilmer back. It would make no sense to bring.
And
George
I'm sure
Clooney
it's just
back.
one. By the way, they're ballooning up their budget by doing that many callbacks and that many cameos and stuff like that. The Keaton thing, the Nicolas Cage thing is fun, but they don't need to spend so much money just getting like quick cameos. It was like like I said, we're gonna be like a $300 million movie at that point. And we're barely this franchise is barely holding together as it is right now.
Exactly.
So you don't need another Justice League film or Flash's first film to be this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I think they're so desperate to restart this whole thing because of all the negative press from Justice League and BVS that they would probably do it. It would make its money.
I guess. I mean, if you get
Keaton by himself.
By the way, how are you gonna get? You can't get. What are you gonna CGI Val Kilmer skinny again? That dude's got some weight on him.
But it doesn't matter. Like I said, you can't bring him back. He's technically Michael Keaton.
Right. Yeah.
So no, you
unless
can't.
they play
And you
Michael
can't bring back Clooney. Why does he do that in Batman and Robin? He's just so.
Robin.
Showing my nipples. All right. So I don't buy that. All right. I would love to see Nicolas Cage because it finally comes to fruition that he really was Superman the whole time, and for him to get a chance to actually play the role outside of animation because he plays Superman in Teen Titans,
Okay.
the cartoon movie. To actually see him in costume, it would be amazing. Zach, that's for you.
Will they use that like metallic blue costume that they had for
I
the
hope
original?
not. Because that was awful.
That'd be great.
That was freaking awful.
Can we get Burton to do the costume design?
Can
for
we
it?
get Burton to direct that part?
Nah, they wouldn't use
I know,
multiple directors.
but it would still be awesome. Who else do you see returning? Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
That'd be cool. He wouldn't do it. But that'd be cool.
Why not?
Well, you know what? After seeing him do the Sonic movie, maybe he would be up for that.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe but didn't he die? He went crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy. He's in Arkham.
Yeah.
And he got all deformed.
Yeah.
But I would still love to see it.
Okay.
Tommy Lee Jones is dead.
Can
so
we
you can't
bring
see that.
Michelle Pfeiffer back?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
By the way, let's screw the Flash movie. Let's just do another Batman.
I'm with you, dude. Let's see
Let's
freaking
do
Michelle
another
Pfeiffer back.
Burton Batman. Give me another Burton Batman. I don't need to see Flash.
So I'm good with Jim Carrey. I'm definitely good with Michelle Pfeiffer. That would be freaking amazing. I'm curious on O'Donnell because his version is Nightwing. His character, Dick Grayson, is Nightwing.
becomes Nightwing, yeah.
So it wouldn't be Robin. He would be Nightwing.
Yeah.
And if he were to come back, so
But then he wouldn't even be in Gotham. He would be in what's Blood, stupid fictional town. It was like something stupid, like Savage, but like it's stupid. It was like Bloodhaven. It was Bloodhaven.
Okay, but he's visiting. All right, so either way, Flash actually premieres June 2022, so we'll see.
2025 is when we
We'll
get this
see.
movie.
I know, right?
By the way, they keep postponing the Flash movie. Plus, we throw in the whole pandemic. This movie ain't coming out no time soon.
So speaking, staying in the DC universe,
We'd be lucky
Aldous,
if Nicolas Cage is still alive.
Aldous Hodge will be taking the role of Hawkman in Black Adam.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I'm not a big Hawkman fan, but that's cool that he has a part. I was just seeing that. It's like, that's pretty cool.
It's an interesting casting choice, for one. You got Aldous Hodge. He did so damn good in The Wire. And then he played MC Ren. And MC Ren's my favorite member. MC Ren's my favorite member of the NWA. So.
I mean, he did good in Invisible Man.
His flow, I'm sorry.
Okay.
MC Ren's flow in NWA is my favorite.
Okay.
Cube is always my favorite, but I'm saying that, his flow is...
We're not even gonna talk about how wrong you're making this conversation.
Anyway!
Always Cube, then it's Easy.
No!
People have Easy first.
Cube is the writer, Cube is the personality, then Easy, but the flow...
We were talking about a character casting here.
But the flow was MC Ren. All right. So anyway, but yeah, so he's gonna come out in Black Adam. The Rock has already come out, congratulating him on the role. Looks forward to working with him and all that good stuff. So
I think I really, outside of the NWA thing, I really got onto him when where he really started to impress me was when he did Invisible Man. Because he was a friend. So I was like, I was really happy. I was like, dude, good job. Good job. Okay. You're coming up here. Who was the dude that played Easy? Now we're back on NWA.
Mitchell's.
Yeah. He was starting to do
name.
some movies and then he fell off. And then
He fell off after Kong.
And then the guy who played Dre, he started doing some movies. Yeah, Corey Hawkins. He started doing it and then he fell off.
I know, he was Jack Bauer. He took over 24 and then 24 hours later
So you need to make it. You need to be the person from NWA that makes it.
O'Shea was in Godzilla.
He fell off too.
He's in Godzilla. I think he's gonna be in Kong. Godzilla versus Kong. Alrighty then.
He did one heist film and then he did a Kong and then nothing.
So.
But then again, they ain't made no movies in a year.
So according to this storyline, as of now, Hawkman is actually the leader of the Justice Society of America.
Oh, they're gonna
in
think
the
about
movie.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I read was that role as leader usually belongs to Dr. Fate. Do you know anything about that?
Well, Dr. Fate is
Doctor Strange, right, basically, right?
Yeah, basically with a helmet.
With a helmet, yeah.
He's like his spirit is in the helmet and he puts it on and
So,
then that
Mysterio,
person becomes Dr. Fate. So yeah, it's Mysterio. It's Mysterio.
Dr. Strange, Mysterio.
Yeah. So it's that. I mean, he's a magic user, so I mean, I guess they're really introducing magic at that point. I think for people who are like hardcore DC fans, they would appreciate it more than just the people who are like, I kind of know some characters. It's not one of the ones. It's the Justice Society is the Guardians of the Galaxy of the DC.
Okay.
You gotta be a hardcore fan to be one of the ones that follow that because it's kind of.
Could that be the spin-off then? Curious.
I mean, it could be because it's one of those things where like, just like not that like Avengers West Coast. That's a better way for me to say Avengers West Coast for you guys. Correct me. Where like we have all these other superheroes, but they're not popular enough to be in the Avengers. We got all these superheroes is not popular enough to be in the Justice League.
B-Squad.
So the B Squad. It's the B Squad. It's the B Squad. It's the 11 a.m. to 7 to 6:59 p.m. shift of the strip club. That's what the Justice Society.
Oh.
It's the B Squad.
I mean, it'll do, but
It'll
you
do,
know,
but you know that's not what you're here for.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not what you're here
You're
for.
definitely gonna drink. This is what gets you to drink. Oh, that's awful. All right, so fans, you want to talk about people being upset. There are actually fans that are upset about a black actor playing the role. Now, in this time of diversity, I really don't understand what really is the big deal.
Like I said, I'm not that tied to the character, so I mean, it doesn't bug me.
I mean, that's like Tom Hardy playing Apollo Creed. But
I mean, are they upset about? Are they upset?
Would anybody be upset about that? All right.
No.
Shit, I would. Apollo is a brother. You don't put Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy ain't no. Anyway.
They don't name white people Apollo.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, actually, they did. They did that in.
Oh yeah, like
Greek
in
mythology.
we don't know he was white. We don't know that.
All right. So, Hawkman is actually an alien where there is no ethnicity,
Yeah, that's what I was
so
gonna
it
say.
doesn't really matter.
Are they
whether
mad
or
about
not-
the King casting?
I don't know
Yeah,
because
he's
technically-
also alien.
True, but then you see.
Oh wait, no, he's not even. He was a time traveler, right?
Right, he was a time
Okay,
traveler.
okay.
But then you see like Jamie Foxx as Electro.
I mean, nobody was upset about that.
Yeah, nobody was really upset except us with his performance. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it was horrible. I'm not tied to Hawkman to where it would really affect me. We've done like race changes on characters all the time. Look, Catwoman's gonna be black. So, I mean, what do we care? I mean, just move on. If he does a great job, then we'll just, I mean,
if he does a great job, nobody's gonna
Deadshot's
care.
white!
And
So, I mean, so why?
Tony Montana is Cuban, played by a white man.
Yeah, I know, right?
And
So-
guess what? I will take it.
If he does a good job, let's
If he
just
does a
move
good
on.
job, who
There's-
cares? He
there's-
gets a pass. Pacino to this day gets
Nobody's
a pass.
out there repping Hawkman that they're like, my Hawkman needs to be white.
That's
or it's
right.
not right.
Because that.
Nobody's doing that.
If he
Why
wants
is
that Hawkman money.
Nobody cares. It's just Hawkman. Let's let it be.
Okay, so you're good with the casting.
I don't mind if he was black or white. I like the guy that they cast.
I like the guy that they
him.
cast too. I like all the time, so I'm good with it. How will the Snyder Cut fit into Black Adam? Do you
Whoa.
think it will fit into Black Adam?
Didn't they say that based on how it was cropped, they made a reference? No, they made a reference to not I was gonna say Doomsday.
I honestly
they made
think
a
that-
reference to Darkseid, but it was the way they cropped, the way Kevin Feige cropped the film. In the old footage, you couldn't see the reference they had for Darkseid on the wall thing that they were reading. But I mean,
But Steppenwolf actually does save for
I mean,
Darkseid.
Shazam didn't appear in Justice League, so I mean, it doesn't. I mean, they can pop him in whenever they want to.
I think that Flashpoint is actually going to tie into the Snyder Cut, which has already ballooned up to $70 million in budget.
Snyder's retaking the franchise back. That's what this is. If they're
Yeah.
giving him all this money, he's retaking the
And
franchise
Henry
back.
Cavill is not coming back for reshoots, so that's interesting.
I mean, most of the movie he wasn't there.
That's true. That's good.
So I mean, what are they gonna reshoot? He wasn't in most of the movie. He just showed up for the end.
Oh,
It's
man.
like we need to give you 2 more seconds. I mean, like just.
You know what I like about the concept and the premise right now from what they're showing about Black Adam, because they introduce Aldous Hodge as Hawkman, and he's the leader, like I said, of the Justice Society, and their mission is to stop Black Adam.
Okay.
So-
So they are gonna make him a villain.
So
Thank you.
he's an anti-hero, but he is
Okay.
basically the
The
villain. But it's
But
centered
at the
around.
end, he's gonna do this twist. You know, you're right. I should join forces with you. Here's another villain that.
Well, he already
was
did
leaking
it to
in the
Fast
back.
Five.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll ride with you, Toretto. I've been spent this whole movie trying to catch you.
I feel
but
like
I'll
they-
ride with you,
they
Toretto.
really
I hate
should-
that part.
They really should just
That's all
put
I wanted
him.
to say.
I don't know why they just can't put him in Shazam too.
I just hope that Rock approaches it like freaking Hancock. That'd be awesome.
Oh, just be a jerk.
Just be an ass.
I can see that.
Give me heel Rock as the villain. Dude, come on.
He
now.
was kind of a jerk in Fast and the Furious.
Yes,
before
but not
when
heel
he was
Rock.
chasing him.
I think Black Adam could be heel Rock. That'd be awesome. All right.
Okay.
All right. So leave in the comment below what you think about the Aldous Hodge casting. I like it personally. I think he's going to do a fantastic job. And then you couple him with The Rock, it's going to be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. My favorite new segment on the goods is Rapid Fire. Brandon Lee style. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. I'm gonna throw these out at you fast.
Okay.
You tell me what you think. All right,
try to
Snake.
do better this time.
All right, Snake Eyes is coming out next year, but now the spin-offs for G.I. Joe are coming out pretty soon. Who do you want? Because they're both in the talks. John Cena, Tom Holland joins G.I. Joe. Which one do you want?
I mean, is Tom Holland like one of the little kids that shows up for the PSAs at the end? I mean, no, I don't want Tom Holland. I want John Cena, the guy who looks like he's in the military. Come on.
Yeah. As Duke.
As Duke. I'll take it as Duke.
Okay.
Or as Flint. Because did they actually cast Flint?
Oh, no, they have not.
Yeah.
I like him as Duke. I think he'd be better as Duke.
I mean, Channing Tatum might have something to say about that, but give me Flint. I'll take it.
Tom Holland is
Because they did General Hawk, so we can't be
cool.
General.
All right, never mind.
No,
All right.
no.
Batista has come out and pretty much said that The Rock is not as good an actor as he is. Who's a better actor, The Rock or Batista?
This is stupid. We know it's The Rock.
It is The Rock.
The better question is who's a better actor, John Cena or Batista? That's an actual argument, John Cena or Batista. Because John Cena's still coming into his own. Batista just got to okay. That's a good debate.
I'm giving it to Batista on that one.
On that one. I give it to Batista on that one.
Because of Spectre. Because of what he did in James Bond Spectre.
Okay.
Because of what he did with that, I'm gonna give it to him. All right. Anyway, I think Rock, and we talked about it briefly. I think Rock hit his freaking acting range a lot better once he hit Pain and Gain. I thought Gridiron Gang was really good, but I think he was the best at freaking Pain and Gain. All right. All right. Who would be a better Bond? We're talking about Bond. Who would be a better Bond? Because they're both possibilities.
Okay.
Henry Cavill, Tom Hardy.
Henry Cavill. Because Tom Hardy, no.
Well, Tom Hardy's 5'11".
Yeah.
All the Bonds are over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, it's like he seemed, he's not short at all. I mean, because he's taller than me. But he just didn't seem, his stature is just not what I picture Bond to be at. And we already got Daniel Craig, the big, stockier Bond. I don't want to see it done again with Tom Hardy. I'd rather see Henry Cavill. I think after seeing him do what was that spy movie that he was in with Army Hammer?
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E. After he did that was almost like a precursor of him playing Bond, the same way it was in the Remington Steel when what's his name took over as Bond. It was a precursor.
Pierce
Brosnan when he took over as Bond when he did Remington.
Because he did
Remington Steel.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Makes sense.
That's interesting.
I mean, I would like to see Loki as between Cavill and Loki.
Skinny,
I would love to. He could bulk up a little bit.
He's too
He can bulk up a
skinny,
little bit. He bulked up for his test shots for Thor.
Pretty sure my wife would love that too.
Yeah. See.
All right. I like Hardy's acting. I like Henry's look.
Henry's look.
Because Henry is not as, I don't want to say he's not a good actor. He's a good actor. But I'm saying he's not as versatile of an actor as Tom Hardy is.
I'm on team, I'm on,
All right, let's go. Let's move on. All right. Both are possibilities again.
Okay.
What sequel should be made? Tenet 2 or Warcraft 2?
Dude. Okay, so if you know me and if you watch my Warcraft review, you know which side I'm on. I want Warcraft 2. I want Warcraft 2.
Just for Paula Patton.
Yeah. They'll do the CGI better. She won't look so stupid. But she's hot as hell. So I would rather see that. But we've already talked about the whole crossover with Nightmare on Elm Street and Tenet. So give me Tenet 2 now.
And Inception, too.
And Inception.
All right. A better casting, is this a better casting choice? Michael B. Jordan as Tony Montana or John David Washington as Reed Richards?
These are both stupid.
I know they are, but yeah, if you had to
if I
choose
have
one,
to pick, because I want John Krasinski as Reed Richards, so I don't want that. I'd rather have him as that, so I have to take. Why would he be Cuban?
He's not Cuban. He would be another ethnicity. This is basically Black Scarface.
This is Black. It was called New Jack City.
It was called New Jack City. I know. That's what I said.
It's called New Jack City.
Give me MBJ as freaking Nino Brown Jr.
It's called New Jack City. Right?
Exactly.
Oh man.
All right.
Black Scarface.
And last one. Avatar 2 has wrapped. Will it beat Endgame? Hell yeah or hell no?
Hell no. Because the whole thing that made that movie so much money was 3D coming out. So unless James Cameron's gonna bring out 4D, where like he's gonna be spraying like scents in the old school back in the 50s when they spray scents and would shake your chair and stuff. Actually, there's a video of like the new theater auditoriums where they had the chair. Oh wait, you used to have them, right? Yeah, exactly. They're bringing them back, and we're watching it in D-Box, and they're spraying scents like you could smell like the avatars and the plants and stuff like that. Maybe, but it's not. It's look what Avengers had to do to beat it.
Yes, get re-released.
Yeah, it's just like that's the only way that this thing is gonna get. And plus, not everybody's even going to the theater.
I don't think anybody's really that much into Avatar.
Nobody wants to see this film. These are sequels that are coming way too late.
Yeah, because Avatar came out in what 2007 or 9? 2009. It came out in 2009.
Whenever I bought my first flat screen television.
11 years later. I mean, I think you're right. I think it's still a little too late.
It's too late. This
I
is
don't know.
Zoolander 2.
Let us know what you think in the comments below.
This is Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh, nothing is that bad. No way. Terrence, take us home.
All right, guys, another podcast. Yay, I know you guys are happy about that. I'm happy about it. I like to talk about more topics than one sometimes. So if this is the first time that you're on the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button as well as the notification button because we do this so infrequently that you need to be notified when a podcast actually goes up. Put your comments put your thoughts in the comments below about anything that we talked about. Tell us if you like rapid fire. I like doing rapid fire now that I've gotten my legs under me. Yeah, I'm gonna come up with a better opening though.
For Aspen and Art, where the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence. Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they'll have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.
Top flight.